Welcome to Manifesting Your Heart's Desires. This is a place where I get to teach you everything that I know about manifesting and how to live a life that you absolutely love. My name is Beth McGill, and I'm your host. I'm an energy healer practitioner, speaker, teacher, spiritual mentor, and I provide a unique experience and perspective through the lens of hypnotherapy. So I'm here for you. I love to teach manifesting. Now, I bet that many of you made some New Year's resolutions, right? Because you wanted to have a change in your life. You either wanted to lose weight, you wanted to manifest the perfect partner, maybe you wanted to quit smoking. And on New Year's Day, we get this idea. It's the newness of the year. I can make a change right now and it's going to be easy. But that's not really your belief. So that's why in a few short days, most resolutions are out the door. That's right. Because your main belief, which is a false one, is that it really has to be hard to make a change. You have to struggle through change. You have to do a lot of work and change so many things about you to make this change. But you see, I've been able to figure out manifesting, and it is done through ease and flow. And that's why I love being able to teach you so that, yes, you can make a change in your life, but it doesn't have to be through hard work and struggle. So I want to crush that belief and guide you today. So I want to start with a little story. So, because one of the things that I've learned is that we can use our imagination to create anything. And so I want to share with you today one aspect of that using our imagination. And I want to tell you a little story. So some of you know that I love to surf. And I've been surfing for 24 years. And about 20 years ago, I thought it'll be so great. I really want to go on a surf vacation, a surf retreat. Somewhere in a foreign country. I want it to be beautiful. I want there to be healthy food, not too healthy. I want to be able to drink wine. I want great instructors. I want to do yoga. And I just kind of played with this idea and I daydreamed about it. And I didn't make it very difficult. Like I didn't go out researching and trying to figure it all out. But I simply knew that I could use my imagination to create this thing. And so I would daydream about it and have fun with it and not worry about the how or the when. And so last year, January 24th, 2023, I launched and published my book, Allow Life to Happen and Receive Everything You Desire. And with that, my friends asked me, what are you going to do? Like, this is a big deal. What are you going to do to celebrate? And I thought to myself, this is time. It's my time. Like, I'm going to plan the trip. I just felt this intuitive nudge. Go plan the trip now. So I did do a lot of research, but I did look at a couple of yoga surf retreats all over the world. And I selected one called Surf with Amigas. And they have retreats all over the world. But I chose this one place in Costa Rica. And it was called the Longboard House in southern Costa Rica. And I just thought it sounded amazing. And I went for my birthday week last November, and it was more than I ever could have thought. It was better. It was the trip of a lifetime. Not only were there wonderful surf instructors, they were amazing human beings. The yoga instructor was just a doll to be around, and the yoga was so great. We had the best food. We had a private chef. We had meals in town. We had jungle visitation. I saw a sloth. It was amazing. I never could have put all those details in, and it was in the most beautiful place in Costa Rica. I even went horseback riding down to Panama. Like I didn't have that using my imagination, but I always say, or better. So I had an amazing surf yoga retreat, and it was better than I ever could have dreamed. But the reason why I'm sharing this with you right now in this video is that I want to tell you it can be that easy. It can be that simple. And what I do, so that's what I did for this long-term thing. And I still do that today for things that I want to manifest and create in the short term. So for example, in January, last month, I had an event, a 4-hour event that I called an Afternoon of Greatness. And I imagined the people that would be participating in this event. And I imagined how they would really get into the exercises and the smiles on their face and the powerful transformations that would take place, and everything that I imagined happened. Like, it was amazing. And earlier last month, I also had a speaking gig for an organization, and I did the same thing. So when I finish my meditation, I go right into visioning, and I envision the audience. This was weeks ahead of the event. And I imagined what the audience would be looking like. They would be chatting. They would have smiles on their face. And then when I started speaking, they would be attentive. They would be curious about what I had to say. They would participate in the exercises. And there would be a lot of interaction. Like, I really got detailed on what I expected to happen. And I did that by using my imagination. And sure enough, it all took place. Like, it was almost deja vu. By the time I got on that stage, it was like, oh yeah, I've already done this. I've already seen these faces. I've already interacted with these people. And so it was very comforting for me as well, because it was like I'd already done it. So I use creating through my imagination all the time. And I want to be able to create this experience for you as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a guided meditation for you. Now, that's how I use visioning and using my imagination, like in short-term events, like when I'm speaking or anything where I want to see the expected outcome ahead of time. But I also started out with looking way ahead, 3 years ahead, about how I wanted to look. Because really, what I do as a hypnotherapist, it's all about change work. Most people that I work with want to change some aspect of themselves. They want to go from fear to faith. They want to go from anxious to calm. And so in order to do that, we have to change. If we want a change in our life, we must change. We have to become the person that we see manifesting everything that we desire. So this guided meditation that I'm preparing for you is going to take you out 3 years from now. In 3 years from now, what does your life look like now that you have manifested everything you want to manifest it? And it's not just about the visioning. It's not just about what it looks like. It's really about using all of your senses to put yourself in that place, in that environment. So I invite you to get really curious during this guided meditation about what does your future self look like, but also what are the things that you're feeling? Because like Neville Goddard said, feeling is the secret. Feeling is the secret. So a couple of ways that you can prepare for this guided meditation is make sure to do some deep breathing ahead of time. Make sure that you're in the right mindsets. Like you're ready for this, and make sure that you're ready and sitting in a comfortable position, comfortable chair. You might want to be lying down. I'm always sitting during meditation or guided meditations or hypnosis for myself. That seems more comfortable for me. So get into that place. Make sure you drink lots of water and join me to take a look at you 3 years from now. Because the more you can get the feeling, the more that change is going to happen more rapidly. Now, it's funny because one time I was in Southern California a few years ago, and I was doing this work. I was doing the 3-year guided meditation. I was using my imagination. I was doing all this. And I'll never forget, because I was looking, I I was in this mall and I looked at my reflection in one of the windows and I go, that's her. Like that was my future self. I'm something about the way that I was walking or handling myself. It was like, oh, that's her. I'm getting so close to that future self. Like the change is happening and I'm getting to be that person that I desire to be, that person that manifests with ease and flow and grace, because that's who I wanted to be. And now I'm here and I want you to be here as well. So I want to share with you a couple of quotes because I love quotes, but Genevieve Brand, she wrote Your Invisible Power. It really was one of the first manifesting books that I ever read. And it absolutely, it's amazing. If you haven't read Your Invisible Power, I suggest that you do so. The most powerful quote from that book, I think, is this one. And she writes, there's nothing unusual or mysterious in the idea of your pictured desire coming into material evidence. Like it's not weird. It's not weird. And Bob Proctor used to always say, if I can see it in my head, I can see it up here, I can hold it in my hand. If I can see it in my mind, I can hold it in my hand. So that's all we have to do. Creating through using your imagination is such a powerful tool. It doesn't cost you anything. Oh, and it's so much fun. It's so much fun to daydream and to see everything that you desire come to be. Because as Neville Goddard says, however much you seem to be living in a material world, you are actually living in a world of imagination. So use your imagination to get what you want, and let's get started today. Now, don't forget to subscribe because I am releasing new content every week. And don't forget to hit the notification bell because you want to make sure to get that notification as well. That's super important. And we're going to do the guided meditation. It's going to be right up here for you. So go ahead and you want to click on that once you're in that comfortable spot, you've had some water, you're in a space and a mind place where you can relax. Go ahead and do that for me and take that guided meditation and share with me in the comments, like, how is it for you? Can you picture yourself 3 years from now doing exactly what you want to do in the world, making the impact in the world that you desire, that you crave, because you know that you're here for more? Now, there's other things you can do. I also do a vision statement. A lot of people, especially this time of the year, are talking about a vision board. I like to write down exactly what I want. And my board is more textual. I like to create using my imagination by having those pictures up here. Some people like to have them on a board where they can see them often. I see them every day because they're in my mind. So yes, you can do those other things. You can script out your life. You can draw a sketch of your future self. All of these activities are in my book, Allow Life to Happen. But remember, your feeling is the secret. So as you're going through this meditation, using your imagination, remember, it's the feeling. How does it feel to have manifested these things? How does it feel to become the person that you want to become? The type of person that manifests easily, that just has to think about what they want and they get it. It's amazing. So much fun. Now, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. Put in a comment. What is it that you want to know more about? And if you have any blocks, if you can't get past that limiting belief that manifesting is hard, like if that's your belief and you need the assistance of a hypnotherapist and energy healer, like that's the work that I do. I love unlocking those limiting beliefs, those negative beliefs, those beliefs and those paradigms that you might not even know are there. They might be way down in your subconscious. I love to help you release and get rid of those, because manifesting should be something that's easy and fun and lighthearted. And so I can't wait to guide you through this meditation. And I look forward to hearing your comments. All right, take care. We'll see you soon.